What's up, Evan?
What's going on?
How are you, man?
Doing fantastic. Glad to have you out here.
Thanks, man. Now, Evan, for people that don't know this face, you are with Sandy Vans. You're one of the
That's correct.
owners of Sandy Vans, and you are the brains behind the latest creation you guys have created here that we're about to show off.
Yeah.
Give us a little elevator pitch of Sandy Vans and what you got going on, because I'm actually going to spin around as you're giving that elevator pitch.
All right, well, at Sandy Vans, we do typically semi-custom builds. So we start out with several different layouts and then allow the customer to come in, pick which layout's going to make the most sense for their application, and then we customize from there. In addition to that, we'll do a few fully custom builds a year. We actually have a wait list for that, so if you want a fully custom build, reach out to us, sandyvans.com, get you on the wait list for that. And that's actually what this started out as. So this was a fully custom build for a customer. We love the layout so much. Now it's been added into one of our layouts, so we'll be doing a whole lot more of these.
Do you offer outside components?
Oh, that we do. So
okay.
Not only do we do the full interior builds, we also have an exterior suite. So we do side steps, roof racks, rear racks, storage lockers. Got bumpers in the works right now, so some fun new things will be coming out in a little bit.
I don't believe this one in particular has any rear boxes. However, your boxes are rad because you have the boost box as well as other things, but you do have the ladder going up the side, which is cool. So let's step on in. We'll cover the outside on the way at the end.
Perfect. All right, so the big thing with this was the customer. He is a bass player in a band. He's about to pick it up in a couple hours, so these are some things he shipped to us. We'll get that out of the way.
What was that?
We always have customers right before pickup day. He's flying in from the Bay, so they're shipping stuff all the time, pots, pans. We have all sorts of fun knickknacks for vans showing up to customers, so that's what this is. Yeah, so he's a bass player in a band, so the requirements he gave us, he said, I want to be able to comfortably tour around with my bandmates, said, but I do not want them to be able to sleep in the van.
That was a specific detail. Nobody sleeps in this van but me.
But exactly.
Okay.
He said, so we were like, oh, well, if you want, we can put 2 beds, we can stack. He said, nope, bed for 1, seating for multiple.
All right, well,
so that leads us in, yeah.
Yeah, let's step in. We're going to start in the front and work our way back.
So what we love doing at Sandy Vans, the ceiling is probably the least functional spot in a van. So what an awesome opportunity to do some really fun art pieces. We always try to take the customer's interest and incorporate that into little Easter eggs in the van. So with this guy being a bass player, we actually took a model of his bass guitar. So this is actually modeled off of his guitar and then created that into the ceiling. We covered the fan with it, so you still have access to the fan, able to push all the buttons, function everything here, but hid as much of it as we could while still allowing airflow.
Now you did something on the collaborative build that I did with Stolp and your team. We did something similar. The ceiling was kind of crazy. You guys emulated a table that I made back in the day.
Exactly.
So you will work with anybody to do whatever they want if they obviously pay for a custom ceiling.
Correct. Yep. So that's when you go through our build sheet, one of the options is I want a custom ceiling. Go nuts. These are the kinds of things we can do. So like you said, we took your table, turned it into a ceiling for the Casper, the Sandy Ghost build,
which is now your show van.
It is.
It's pretty rad. Oh wait, we have a guest here.
Come on.
We have a guest here, Steven Stolp, everybody. Also one of the owners of Sandy Vans. What's up, bud?
I honestly was just checking to make sure this was good to drop off to the customer at 1. I had no idea you guys were filming in here, so this is a pleasant.
Sure, he didn't.
That's how we run it here. His customer's going to be here in about an hour. We're doing the final touches, trying to get a tour in right before he shows up.
You were giving props to Evan, dude, this whole time about this was his baby. This was his design.
Yeah, so I want everybody to know that like I'm well known for making like pretty crazy light features, but since Evan and I have been working together, we've gotten the CNC involved. And actually this piece was all designed by Evan. He designed all the parts. I simply just assembled it. This was his creative masterpiece, as you guys call it. And yeah, I was super impressed because I was looking at him like, ah man, he's making these parts. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to make some stuff work. He did a great job. Everything fit really well. And I was very impressed. This was the first time I wasn't involved with the ceiling design, and I'm stoked at the end result. You did a good job.
Yeah, you were actually
big group effort from the team. Everyone had input on the ceiling. But I think when we had the customer come look at the ceiling, he was actually looking at yours in Casper.
Yeah.
Saw that ceiling, was like, oh, all right, we got to do something cool. And that's when we started coming up with this concept. And Stolp and I were chatting with him, and he's like, I'd love to do a bass guitar if we could do it. and me, the way that I typically am, I'm 2 thumbs up, yeah, we can do that. And then Stolp's the one that actually has to execute. And so in that situation, Stolp was just like, as soon as we left the conversation, he's like, shoot, can't believe you signed us up for that.
I said shoot.
Yeah, shoot. Well, thanks, Evan, for
gosh darn it.
bleeping yourself on that one. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So anyway, I had to take a little more on this one to not put it all in Stolp.
Wow, I think you guys did a great job. What are those strings made out of?
So these are actually fiber optic cables. So we wanted to emulate guitar strings. So instead of doing the typical LED styles that we do, that wouldn't be fully round, we wanted to have this full cylinder so it could be a string. So these are LEDs right in here with fiber optics hooked into that then runs the full length.
And if people can't see, like you even cut all the plastic pieces out to hold them all in place, kind of.
Exactly, because this is fairly flimsy. So if we didn't have something to hold it, it would droop down. And then this emulates the frets in the guitar. We even have a little pearl. I'm not a guitar player, so I don't know what these are called.
But you made it look like a guitar.
Yeah.
Or I guess a bass guitar. I mean, you did a fantastic job. I mean, even the CNC had to cut all these little antidotes in here.
Yeah, all this to be able to hold things in.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I remember that day. It was, oh my goodness. So do those 2 front seats swivel?
Yes, so not only do the captain's chairs up here swivel, but these captain's chairs swivel as well. So this is the thing I don't like about the electric seats, is on the swivel we have to
it's electric.
slide forward.
Program that.
And then you can swivel around like so.
Can you really? Can you program the electric to like number 2 position to automatically do it?
Then you have to program it, but yeah, you can do it.
It has separate drivers, yeah. So driver 1, driver 2. So you could make one of your driver profiles be the swivel position.
That's not a bad idea.
So we've got the ability to swivel these around. We have a table right here, which we can grab. So you actually have a table.
So now you have seating for 4, which his bandmates, I guess, can have dinner while they're on the road playing some jams. I sound so old when I do that kind of stuff.
So we've got a table here as an option. This table also goes into the back area. So in the event that these chairs aren't enough for you, or band's cruising down the road, and you want people in the back playing cards while people are facing forward, well, spin around, and we have a big U-dinette in the back as well, so quite a bit of seating.
And we're gonna get to that in a minute. You guys don't typically put a window in right here.
We do the large windows here if we're gonna do seating. So you'll see a lot of times we'll do the jump seats, the Fenton flip down seats.
Yep.
If we do that, and you're gonna have passengers sitting here, just to keep people from getting motion sickness, we wanna put a nice big window. So it depends on how the van's gonna be optioned.
Well, that's pretty cool. All right, Stolp, do you have anything to add before we flip sides and Evan talks about the rest?
I'm just making sure it looks good. I'm done.
Bye, buddy. All right, let's switch sides. Obviously, the overhead shelf people can see. You did a great wrapping job of this with your fabric, it looks like. You kept the color tones perfect. Yeah, let's switch sides, bud.
Let's do it. All right, coming to the back, I guess we'll just start forward. So not only do the front captain's chair swivels, both of these swivel as well. So if you do have a social gathering, anything going on in the back of the vehicle here, spin these guys around. Everybody's facing backwards, having a great time. Back of the doors are open. Maybe the band's playing in the back. I don't know.
Very animated, by the way. We're gonna have you do more tours. As I can see it right over here in your corner here. Yeah, buddy.
We need to wash the outside of this, so can I close you guys inside while we wash it?
This is gonna be the coolest.
If only you guys are wearing bikinis
ever.
while it's happening, then.
All right, guys, you are now going to see the washing of the van as Evan is giving us the tour. Now, this is proof that the customer is literally about to get here. Like,
yeah, I think we're down to under an hour before they're about to show up. So.
All right, so the Red Arc system.
So the thing that we love about the Red Arc system, they're just great company, great components, great support. But this right here, the Red Vision.
Okay, now we have the other owner. The other owner just kind of popped his head in.
Guys,
Hey, buddy.
he'll be here in about half an hour.
All right, we're trying to wrap up.
We're washing, we're wrapping, we're going. Yeah, that's how a typical day at Sandy Vans.
Yeah,
all
that
the
is,
things happen.
This is what happens when you have a three-headed monster ownership.
Exactly.
Okay, so Red Arc Systems for the 4th time.
So back to this system. What I love about this, so this is the brains of the van right here. Everything is controlled from it. So we obviously, all of our lights, components like that. We also have our power. So this is our battery percentage. We pair our base electrical system in these vans with 412 amp hours of lithium battery. That can be expanded. So if you want more battery, not a problem. We'll pop that in. It can also be expanded down the road. So we'll have a lot of customers that don't know how much power they want to use out the gate. For those, we'll recommend start with the 412. If you are using AC a ton, if you're using a lot more power, we'll add batteries, and we keep space down there to make that system expandable.
I'm going to be honest, I actually thought you guys went with Red Arc to save money. It turns out it's expensive.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap, but it's burly and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you guys just built the Red Arc van.
We did. So we just built the show van for Red Arc this year, which
has
actually
not been unveiled yet.
At wrap right now.
Okay.
We're going to pick that up as soon as this van gets delivered. We pick that van up from wrap, and that one gets delivered tomorrow.
I'm actually traveling to go do a tour of that one, so you guys stay tuned for that tour with the Red Arc team. I don't think the CEO is going to be in it, but we're going to get somebody in it. Really well done. However, the Red Arc system is really well known in the overlanding community. Really well known in the overlanding community.
So that's where they started. It's a company based out of Australia. The overland community is huge there. And so their components are built to be in those overland rigs. So just going through the toughest environments. So with that, like you mentioned, it's a really robust, burly system, which we love about it, just keeping components simple, strong, reliable. That's what's important in an electrical system. And the other thing that we love about it is, again, having that one system where we have our water tank in here. So we can program this. We don't have a gray water tank on, but if we had one, you'd see your gray water level, your fresh water level, seeing our electrical, how much battery we have, how long we can run that with what we're pulling right now, and then also seeing in here how much is coming in, how much is going out.
Wow.
All in this. And then the cherry on top, this can be controlled via your phone, via Bluetooth.
Right.
So now you're sitting in your campsite around the fire and you want to turn on your perimeter lights or turn them off, you just pull your phone out, click it on. Or what I do all the time, I can't tell you how many times I leave a light on in the van, then I get in the driver's seat and I'm cruising down the road, I get on the highway and realize, oh shoot, I left that on. Now instead of having to pull over, turn that off, I just pull my phone out, not while driving, but pull that out and then I'm able to turn anything off in the vehicle.
Safely.
Safely, yeah. So it's really, really nice having that Bluetooth control. Or you're in bed.
Right.
And now you just pull your phone out and control things.
Now, I know you guys haven't had do you have a name for this layout? I'm sorry.
It's in the works. So
Okay.
in the comments, great opportunity, suggestions.
Look at you, man. I love this. Yeah,
I've
do it.
seen a few
do it.
videos.
Do
I
it.
know how you
So
do
if somebody
well.
wants to maybe suggest a layout name for this, and you guys take it, maybe we'll give them a discount or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We can talk about some free exterior parts or something.
Maybe we'll look at your free exterior parts.
We'll see.
We'll
we got to
talk
run it by
about
the others. Remember, I'm the 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay, guy, let's do
You
it.
just say yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll give you a boost box.
Yeah, take a van.
And $2,000 boost box. I don't know what they cost, but yeah.
The working title right now is the captain's quarters.
Ooh, I like that.
So
I like
we'll see.
that.
So you got to beat that with what you got in the comments.
Okay. Just like your captain's chairs, it looks like you have double galley right across from each other.
Correct. So we've got the kitchen galley and the sink galley over here.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty straightforward with this. Essentially what we did is we took our typical either scout or social layout and we pushed everything back to create the space for the captain's chairs up here. So this is our exact same galley that we have in our fam van package for either the scout or the social layout. So you got your induction cooktop, 12-volt refrigerator with small freezer in there, and then coming over here, nice deep sink. Always important to have in a van.
And
With a cutting board on top. And we always like to make this perfectly flush.
oh yeah, you did that this time. Yeah, you got this
so-
is the beautiful thing about having a CNC machine. Did you put a toilet in here?
That's a good question. I don't know. Actually, no, we didn't. This one does not have a toilet in it.
However, you went down to the place where a toilet would go.
Correct. So if we do pair a 144 with the toilet, we typically put it underneath the sink cabinet on slides. So you open this up, slides out. We don't do any fixed bathrooms in our 144s. We just do that in the 170s. Everything in the van is a compromise. It's a sacrifice. The 144 with just how much space you have.
And there's the washer.
And it has begun. It's always fun, right? You're going.
Actually, and you
going
can
through the
actually
car
see
wash.
Christian right now. He's installing the ladder, it looks like, as they're going to be washing. Go Christian.
Everything down to the wire.
Down to the wire. It wouldn't be, a van build if that wasn't the case. You got the U-bench. You can't sleep. I mean, you and I could sleep in it if we slept diagonal.
You can. So this is enough room to be able to fit a person in. So the way this works, that table drops down. Also, you've seen this before. We do our divider here is our other leaf to go into this. So this just sets on the rails like so.
And then the table
we have up there pops in here. The thing about this divider, it's nice to be able to keep all of your luggage and things in the garage from sliding forward while you're driving.
Actually put a toilet in there too.
we have done that as well. We also have a modular shower pan that goes in the back. So if you wanted to be able to shower inside this layout, we have a removable shower pan. Because the nice thing about this dinette is it also pops out here. So we can open this, we pull this out.
And now you have a complete pass-through.
Full pass-through.
Yeah.
Put bikes, sups, dirt bikes, anything like that can fit in here.
This layout is really unusual only because like it's not a full-time camper, but you could make it a camper, which I want you to explain because, go ahead.
All right. So the other thing with this is, like we said, this is right here is not going to be a large enough space to sleep 2 people comfortably. But what we have right here is we went with the Van Speed capsules to allow you to be able to sleep east-west. And then we have on these rails right here, unbutton that, unbutton this. Right here on these rails, we have 2 platforms that slot in, and you're able to have a mattress and you can comfortably sleep this way. I'm 6'2", and I fit going this way without being at a diagonal.
Those capsules, they are just tremendous. Now, does the mattress actually go into that?
Correct, yep, the mattress, it's cut to go around this, so it's gonna fill that space perfectly.
That is so rad.
No.
So 2 platforms, and the reason you did it this way is because he doesn't want, if him and his wife, you said, right, want to maybe just take this on a camping trip and they can set up in bed mode entirely.
Exactly. So he was looking for more of an either or.
Right.
All right, am I taking this to a local show? Let's load up the bandmates. I don't need to sleep in it. Perfect. We'll leave the bed at home in the garage. All right, I'm going on a camping trip. Let's put the bed back here. Now this space becomes a little bit less usable as seating, but that's why we have the 4 seats up front. So you've got the option. So this is a really, really versatile layout, but best suited to one or the other.
Right.
Is what you'll typically use it at. Because we don't have a good place to store these platforms inside the living space. If you wanted to go out on a camping trip, have your bed set up and then roll it up, put it under one of these, because you do have storage under here as well.
Whoa.
So you could roll things up.
Look at all that room.
Pop it in the storage.
Where the heck is your water and electrical?
Oh, well that's what we're really good here at Sandy Van, is about packing our electrical and our plumbing into as small a space as we can. So this has a 20-gallon water tank, which is underneath this seat. So you'll see right there. I don't know why we still have foam blocks in it.
I don't know. We should probably
we got
take
a few
that
more
out.
things to do to get this ready for pickup. So the plumbing system lives right underneath here. And the electrical system is underneath this bench right here. So we can go around to the back side and I'll show you what that looks like.
Yeah.
But typically we put our electrical systems right here and we keep that 400 amp hours of electrical in a pretty tight space. But again, moving this back, you run into the wheel well. So we had to take that electrical system and move it to the other side of the wheel well.
And regarding ceiling is bamboo or plyboo is what people call it. You guys did looks like a high pressure laminate on all the faces. I'm assuming your customers can choose color and design.
We have way too many colors to choose from, so it's death by choice.
Okay.
But we love using laminate versus paints because it's just so much more durable. This is really scratch resistant. You're in a van, you're going to be touching things, so it's just going to clean up and hold up and be a more durable solution.
Oh, I like it. All right, can we open one
Yeah,
so people can see inside?
Yeah, open it up.
Look at the branding. Look at the branding, everybody. That's
sneaky branding.
You even got the outlets up here for people to maybe know charge stuff.
So
or
we
whatever.
always put 3 outlets in the cabinet. So you're going to always each of our upper cabinets on either side, have them back here, and then we do one up by the microwave as well.
Awesome. And normally, like if you had the longer galley, there's actually a pop-up one.
Correct.
Yeah.
In this one, we have it right over here. So you do have an outlet there, just no pop-up on this one.
Perfect. We love it. We love it. All right, let's try and step to the outside and show us the back end, okay?
All right, let's go into the car wash.
Washing like crazy over here, trying to get it ready. It looks like he soaped it all down. He's just rinsing it off. Evan, you're mic'd up, so they'll be able to hear you, but excuse the noise from this, everybody. Looks like you put your steps on here.
Yep, so coming to the front, we've got our side step, roof rack. On this, we have 400 watts of solar on the top. We have a small bit of decking panel behind that, and we'll come around to the other side. We've got a side ladder to be able to access that, and he does have that decking to be able to spend a little time on the top, get that extra vantage point when he's at those shows, look out over the crowd.
And looks like the panels for the bed are right there.
Exactly. Now popping into a freshly washed van.
All right.
It's a good opportunity to talk about the rear shower back here. This is also another little sneaky thing we added in there. A guitar, that's a little cubby and then it's backlit. So at night you have teal lighting in your toe kicks, in that little cubby, and then in the guitar strings.
Yeah.
So this van looks really, really cool at night.
It looks like you have a water fill right here and a shower.
Exactly. So outdoor shower right here. We have a magnetic shower curtain that goes between these doors, so we're able to get a little bit of privacy. People, I guess, can peek in the windows, but we'll...
I mean, you're only going to see your head.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, your head's pretty. Your electrical, is there a way to open it?
So this is the electrical system right here, accessed from the top. So this is where we pop into that guy.
I mean, you really can't see much because you guys do a great job kind of having everything that you need that's accessible, however, just buttoning everything up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you did it well.
Venting right here. Also, this vent we use as access to the front. So if you need to change a fuse on your inverter, you pop this little panel off and you're able to get in there and swap that out.
Okay.
So we try to keep everything real accessible, but as compact and tidy as possible.
Love those under cabinet lights going down the side right there. You guys do it so well. As we pop around here, you can say hi to Christian. Hi, Christian.
Christian, exterior extraordinaire here at Sandy Vans. Everything that you see on the outside of this van was done by this handsome gentleman.
I believe he also woke up rather early and put suspension on this bad boy.
That's right. So this got Van Compass suspension. Christian was here at 6:30 in the morning cranking this out. So
was he really?
Thank you so much for coming in and knocking that out. Yeah, we had plenty of time to get it done, but we didn't get the parts.
You got the parts like late yesterday.
Yeah, I ordered the suspension the day we started this van. So just to give you the reference, it took longer for us to receive the suspension components than it did to build the van out.
Van Compass, what up?
So
what up?
Supply chain.
I know,
it's
tough. It's tough right now. Well, that brings me to a good point. Actually, what is Sandy Vans' turnaround time of when you start to when you finish?
So when we start a build, it's delivered to our door to when we deliver to the customer is about 4 weeks.
Wow.
A lot of that time is just us purchasing the materials, lead times we just talked about, supply chain, getting those components here. If we had everything here to start out with, that build time would be even shorter.
This one took maybe a little bit longer only because it was custom for you guys.
Correct. So this was custom, and the first time we did this layout, so yeah, this one I think took us about 6 weeks to do.
Yeah, I usually tell people 4 to 6 weeks on a Sandy Van delivery, but oh my goodness, that is fast.
Yeah.
That is fast. Right now you guys are, I shouldn't say, but only doing 3 a month. But you're going to ramp that up pretty darn soon here.
Yeah, we should be coming in to Q4 this year. We'll be at about 5 a month.
That's crazy. Good luck with that.
Appreciate it. Yeah. So it all comes down to an absolutely incredible team here at Sandy Vans.
Yeah.
Just very, very diverse backgrounds. Everybody really complements each other. And then the build team, the exterior team, these guys provide so much input on being able to improve these. After every build, sit down, they provide, hey, here's how we can do it better, here's how we can make it faster, here's how we can improve quality. So these guys have so much input on creating these.
Excellent. Well, where can we find you? Where is Sandy Vans? And give everybody a follow and go check out your website.
Yeah, check out sandyvans.com. You can see so much of what's going on there. Inquire about doing a build at sandyvans.com. And if you just want to see some really cool content of what's going on and how these vans are put together, check us out on Instagram at SandyVansOfficial.
And I believe you also do service jobs.
We do indeed. Yeah, so that's one of the things now that we've been doing a lot of service. So we do free installs on all of our exterior components.
Your exterior components?
Yeah, so if it's something that's manufactured by Sandy Vans, we will install it for free.
Yeah.
If it's other people's components, then we got to charge you a little something to put that on.
Okay.
But we're doing suspension work. We have our electrical system. It's a drop-in pre-packaged electrical system. We'll do that install.
You did that for a friend of mine?
We did, yeah.
We just did
that for Tori not too long ago. Yeah, and then we did a cruise and comfort install for her earlier this week.
That's right. You did 2 service jobs for her. Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
So
all right.
Give us a call, sandyvans.com.
Check it out, man. I love it. Talk to you later. Peace.